Okay, Khushboo,
Yeah,
let's.
can we start?
Yeah. Yes. Okay. Welcome to ixamBee. Today we have with us Ms. Khushboo Agarwal, who has cleared FCI from the account stream with an All India rank of 9. Many congratulations, Khushboo.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
So Khushboo was telling me her journey, how she started thinking about government job exams and what all attempts she has given. So before we hear it from Khushboo herself, let me give you a little brief background about Khushboo. So Khushboo is a CA, chartered accountant from 2016, and after that she has done almost 3+ years of work experience with a private MNC company, and there is when she had a realization that she wants to move to the public sector and started giving various exams, and today she is here with an all india rank of 9 in FCI accounts stream, all ready to join from the next month. So again, many congratulations, Khushboo. A great achievement, and all your efforts have come true.
Yes, ma'am.
So yes, Kushbu, let's hear it from you. What made you think about the government jobs, and how did you start working towards it?
Yeah. So, ma'am, actually, I qualified my CA in 2016, and then I joined one MNC in this stream only. So, I worked there for around 3 to 4 years, but somewhere I felt that yes, there is some disconnection. I mean, uh, what I want in my life, apart from my working life, I am not able to enjoy my life because there was so hectic schedule in these private jobs. So I was not able to attend my family functions. I was not able to pursue my personal goals. I mean,
Yes.
what I like. So I thought, and obviously for a woman after marriage, it becomes more difficult to manage the family and working life. So I thought that see, it's in my hand that how to spend my next 50 years of life. So I decided that yes, I have to think in other way. So I decided to go for those PSU exams. So along with my job, I started preparing for PSU exams. So I have given almost 9 to 10 exams. But yes, with job, I mean, I used to get only 3 to 4 hours maximum. With that, I mean, see, these exams are competitive exams, and for one post there are around thousands of people. So
Right.
for to come at that one first position, you have to be strong in every area. You cannot leave anything which is mentioned in the syllabus. So I mean, I thought that I have to take a bold decision and leave my job and fully focus on my syllabus and stick to the syllabus and then go for the exams. And I mean, see, I left my job in December 20, and then I prepared fully for the whole day. I started studying, and I prepared maybe 2 to 3 months, and then I gave these exams. And of course, after these 3 months of preparation, I mean, I took course from many sources, majorly from you, ixamBee. So I took courses and mock test, MCQ boards like that, and then I mean, I felt confident that yes, now I mean full of knowledge, and that now I can compete with others. So I went for the exams. So I gave 3 4 exams, and almost all the exams I was able to clear. I
To
mean, the
clear.
written in the written exam I was able to clear.
Wow.
So this first FCI interview I gave, and I finally I got selected. And 2 3 exams, I mean, the result is awaited for them.
Result is awaited. So,
Yes.
here I'll highlight, because Khushbu was telling me this before. She actually first started at iXamBee, association with iXamBee through NPS, when the NPS
Yes.
vacancies came out, and how NPS has helped her to actually prepare also for FCI.
Yes.
So let's hear it from you only, Khushbu, again.
Yeah. So, ma'am, basically what happens, see, I am from CA stream, I'm in finance
Yeah.
stream. So, the syllabus remains same for all the exams, be it FCI, be it NPS, be it SEPI, or be it any other exam. For finance portion, it is more or less same, apart from
Same.
one to
True.
two subjects. So, when I took your NPS course now, so I mean, this I was preparing for NPS and FCI, both the
Both.
exams. So I decided to take the common part first. So whatever portion was common in both the exams, I studied first that, so that to cover the major portion in common. So apart from that, the different subjects I took the different strategy. So I'll tell you in accounts portion now we have around six subjects.
Six
So
subjects.
yeah, so if I'm telling for all the exams, be it SEBI, NPS, FCI, or any other exam. So see, accounts is the first subject. Second is the law. Then third is audit, and fourth one is cost and FM, and fifth is I think law.
Tax,
Yeah,
taxes,
yes,
taxes. Yeah.
taxation. So in these all the 5 to 6 exams, there are some things which we need to remember. I mean, on mandatory basis, because we are very much sure that they will come definitely. So we should focus on those areas in your video classes also, and in your mock test also. The people were focusing on those areas. They were again and again telling us that please focus on these areas. They will coming. They will be coming, and actually that happened. They only come. So I'll tell you one by one. So in accounts, we should focus on AS, Ind AS, and
Yeah.
some basic, basic accounts. So for example, in Ind AS and AS, we have to remember the name, number, and scope. What it tells, like what is AS9?
True.
Yeah.
Right. So, Khushboo, I'll also, add a little bit because, like you keep saying, telling that we were also repeating it again and again. So
Yes.
there was a lot of confusion when, SEBI was the first one to come out with accounts as a part of their exam, and then
Hmm.
NPS added, then of course FCI account stream always has this, but other exams where accounts was added as a subject, for them it was something new. So
Yes.
when we talk about AS and Ind AS, there's so much confusion which one should we go for, because Ind
Yes.
AS is not 100% implemented in India right now. There are
Yes.
certain types of companies who are still implementing it. There's a lot of confusion, and this is one thing that we keep telling. When there are things that are generic in nature, we should study like them than generic. So it is important to remember the names and the
Yes.
AS standard, but not every rule related to it, because we don't
Actually,
have to go and make accounts there.
no.
So
So
remembering name is good, but
yeah.
maybe we don't have to go into much detail. So very nice to hear, Khushboo, that you actually followed the advice, and
Yeah,
it
yeah.
was able helped you a lot. Yes,
Actually.
sorry to continue, please.
Yeah, so basically, I'm telling that it is not any descriptive exams. You don't have to write in 4 to 5, lines. It's just the MCQ based question. So you have to apply your mind that what kind of MCQ, I mean, come in the exam.
Yeah,
So they might ask that which AS is this. So they might
yeah,
tell you revenue recognition, and then they will give you 4 options. So I think remembering the name of the AS
yes,
and the scope, basic, I mean, what has been included in the AS and what has been excluded. Basic crips, what is AS9? It is for revenue recognition. What
right,
it excludes other sections like construction, which is AS7. So like
right,
this we have to remember. So in accounts, it is the first thing. That second thing is some basic details like those concepts like going concern, I mean, basic principles of accounting, and then bill of exchange, trial balance, rectification. These kind of very basic things come in the partnership, share capital, like that. So you have, of course, mentioned in your syllabus every topic-wise detail have been given in the course. So definitely we should prepare from them. From that, so first accounts is this. Then second, coming to the law part. So in law, majorly company law is there, and in
company,
company
true,
law also, it is very big, but we should stick to the main core area. Like you told us that director portion is important, auditors is important, books
important,
of accounts is important, and dividend is important. So more specifically, if I tell you from section 128 to section 205 in the company law, they are the most important section of the whole law, right? We should focus on the limits. I mean, what are the limits, time limits,
limits,
or monetary limits? And then second one is section number. Because I have given so many exams that the people ask that what is the section number of this dividend section? I mean, dividend provision or like that. So I think we should focus on those areas. I would suggest that took a piece of paper, and start writing down with the pens.
Some
Then
of the lines.
yeah, so basically prepare a summary and paste on the wall. And on daily basis you can revise. So first time it might take you 1 hour, second day it might take you 45 minutes, and then gradually it will decrease. And then if you will remember on daily basis, at the end of the day it will be on tips of your fingers. So I think,
Fingers.
yeah, so I think that strategy we can follow in law. Then coming to the third portion is taxation. In taxation, two parts are there: DT and IDT. So in IDT, it is very simple: GST, basic provisions
GST.
of GST.
Yeah.
I mean, GST Council, when GST was implemented, what are the exemptions, what are the non-taxable portion, like that, and some recent changes in GST. Whatever
GST.
the last 2 to 3 GST Council meeting has been held, so you just
True.
go through, those summary pages, and you will get to know. So in GST, this much is sufficient. In DT, we should focus on these 4 to 5 areas like slab rates and your advanced tax provisions, TDS provisions, and these recent amendments. In every union budget, in DT,
This
there,
one is red.
yes,
Yeah.
1 to 3 changes come. So mostly they ask these updated areas, right? So we should focus on that. Now coming to the next subject is audit. In audit, only one thing you have to do is essay, standards on auditing. Name of the essay, scope of the essay, and what are the exclusions. That's it. Like AS, we have to we have to follow the essay. That's it.
Mm.
Then, I mean, the last portion is cost and FM. So cost and FM, there are 2 3 topics I would tell you which 100% come in the exam. So first is that PV ratio wala cheez,
Right.
that
And
margin.
break even and PV
Yes,
ratio. Yeah.
break even, PV ratio. Then second is this material variance, labor variance, right? Then third, you have those inventory levels, reorder level,
Yes.
safety
Yes.
level, like that.
Economic quantity order level and
EOQ,
reorder level.
yes,
Yes.
yes,
Yeah.
right. Then in contract posting, they might ask you some basic limits like those notional profit limits,
Notional
like that.
profit and normal and abnormal loss. These are some
Losses.
things that they ask in.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. And of course, in FM also there are some ratios. Very important ratios are there, and of course they might ask you some practical questions also. And they're very basic. They don't ask you in depth. Just you need to aware of this formula, and they will give you some particular data, and you have to calculate the ratio, and maybe some cash flow. Like they will give you some data, and then they will ask that please calculate the cash flow from operating,
Operating cash
financing,
flow. Yes.
investing, like that. So in cost effective, these 4 to 5 areas we have to cover. So like this, I mean, it will take you around, I would say, 1 to 2 months to cover first time these full these things, and then we have to revise it for 3 times for sure. I mean, we should ensure whatever the time limit we have to divide in 3 periods. First, the more time for first revision, then lesser time for second, and then lesser time for third revision. In this way, and of course, I have prepared the notes as well, because when I write, I recall better in next time. So I have
Yes, everybody have their own strategy, to
yes,
remember, and it's very important because whether it is handwritten notes or these are typed notes, because what
yes,
happens when it is in your language,
yes,
then it sticks in your head. It's
yes.
a simple memory technique.
Yeah. So
Nothing else.
I'll tell you, you have given the company law portion in one booklet.
Yes,
Obviously, summary was there, but I studied that. I found it very good. It was updated. I mean, it was because companies had changed, keeps on changing the
changes
life.
also
Yeah,
true.
limits also changes. So what I did, I studied first time from your that booklet. Then second time, I made summary. So I would say, like, if dividend portion goes into 10 pages, I tried to make the mind map, the diagrammatic
Right,
presentation or timeline presentation in just 2 pages. So we
right.
have to revise that 2 pages only, and not 10 pages.
Exactly.
Yeah.
True. So these are techniques we discuss in classes also.
Yes.
This is
Exactly.
how you can remember this and all.
Yeah.
So very, very nice to actually see it being
And
implemented and being used by students. So
yes.
Khushboo, one thing I've got very interested to ask. So you are a CA. right? And so you said that it took you 2 to 3 months to do different revisions, and you did three levels of revisions: first reading, and then the second will be was revision, and then there was even lesser time given to the third
Third
level.
reason.
But now you are your CA yourself. Did you have to do any kind of unlearning while preparing for these exams, or was everything just another revision for you?
No, no, ma'am. Actually, I told you that I cleared my C in 2016, right? So after joining Vedanta, also, I mean, my company, previous organization. See, we studied 10 subjects in our CA curriculum, but those 10 subjects cannot be implemented practically in an organization. So it was like 5 to 6 year I've studied in 2015. Now, I mean, from now it's been like 6 years. So of course, I know the concepts, I know the logics, but yes, our mind is not so much that it can retain everything which we have studied 5 years ago. So definitely, I had to revise all the things again. Yes, I had not to focus much on on the logic, because I was also aware of the logic. See, what is standard costing? I knew the name of the meaning of the word, I knew, but yes, I forgot the formulas, I forgot the limits. So due to revise that only, I took your course and revise it thoroughly and then prepare.
Okay, great, great. Okay, so let's talk a little more detail about the areas not of your comfort. So, accounts is something of your comfort
Yeah.
region, and thank you so much for giving so much detail about each of the sub parts of accounts. Now, moving on in FCI, we had other segments like we had management and ethics, we had agriculture related subjects that were also there, and
Yes.
there was quant
Yes.
and reasoning also that was there, and then there was GA. So these were
Yes.
also subjects that you had to do, although the weightage was of course more for accounts, but you did have to
Yes.
do these also. So what had been your strategy preparing for these subjects?
Yeah, I'll tell you, ma'am. See, whenever we enter into these competitive exams, the 3 or 4 subjects definitely come in every exam, be it any stream. So, first one is maths, reasoning, GK, and
Yes,
English. These 4 subjects are definitely, I
yes,
mean, the main 4
yeah, and
qualifying.
as we call them, and we call them qualifying or aptitude
Yes,
subjects, so which are
yes.
there for any exam.
Yes.
True.
So I think, I mean, as per my strategy, I when I gave around 8 to 9 exams earlier, I was facing difficulty in these 4 things only, mainly in the content reasoning, because
Content.
I didn't take any class for these. I just took some free YouTube videos from I mean on YouTube. So and then I was able to prepare, but I could not practice much. So, but I thought that
Mhm.
these are the qualifying and they're very easy. I must tell you, is it just required 2 to 3 times practice of the same question. I mean, and then you can definitely qualify the your first phase of these type of exam. So I prepared. I mean, I started preparing for these exams: maths, reasoning, GK, English. So for GK, I mean, of course, your apart from your syllabus, I had some other sources also. Like for GK, I followed Cloud Affairs. I mean, most of the people follow that, I've heard. So I followed the Cloud Affairs, and for computer, I took your MCQs, and one Arihant book was there, so I took that. For maths reasoning, I had some material from you, and as well as, because I told you that I think we should stick to the syllabus from which we took the course. We take the course, and for practice, we may take help
We
of
can
other.
keep adding. Yeah,
Yes,
we can keep adding because QRE is a lot about practice, and
there
that
is
is it's
so
practice,
much
practice, and practice. The more
practice.
you do, the more confident and speed and accuracy comes in.
Right, right. So
Yeah.
for QRE, I did in this way. I mean, just practice and practice, and then first learn the logics, and then keep practicing. So first thing was that. Then on second, management, I would suggest that in management now you have to remember the main points and the name of the authors. So for example, I would say. What is the difference between managed by exception and management by objective? Many people are confusing these two theories only. So I think we should learn the concept first, then remember these keywords, like what is the
Keywords.
difference, and then third we should remember the author name, because the people ask the author name. So there is transformational theory, transactional theory, what is the difference between them. Then there is some path goal theory, what is the author name, it is Robert House. So in this way we should make the mnemonic or something like that, and again make a summary on
Remember.
yeah, make a summary on the page, paste on your wall, and on daily basis you should revise it. So in this way we can do the management, and I must tell you, in management you can score full marks. I mean 15 out of
Yes.
15 you can score.
Absolutely. So
Yes.
we say again, low hanging fruits. So you
Yeah.
should not let go of these marks.
Yes.
One and two good revisions can get you good marks in management. They are low hanging fruits, which
Yes.
everybody should try to grab.
Yeah.
So
So I would say
yes,
that QRE, it was a strong. It can be done on fully. I mean, it can be done for achieving the full marks. Then management is the second one. Then third one is GK. GK is again. It is very easy to remember. We just need to keep revising. Or what I followed is discussing with one friend. So there
yeah,
was one friend of mine who was also preparing for FCI. So what we did, we used to see daily basis current affairs on one YouTube video, and see on the PDF files, and then we discuss, like if there are 20 questions, so 10 questions he used to ask from me, and 10 questions I used to ask from him.
yeah,
So in this way, on one day only we used to revise for 3 times, and then
right.
second and third time we may revise further. So in
Very,
this way
very
I
good
completed,
strategy.
on daily basis I completed my GK for
Very
maybe,
good, very good
yeah, for,
strategy. This is, peer learning from each
yes,
other and helping each other. It's a
yes.
great way of learning and expanding your knowledge.
And ma'am,
So
it
yeah,
just take around 1 hour of your daily, I mean day. So you can afford 1 hour for current affairs on daily basis, and you just have to do around 3 to 5 months current affairs. So start from the, I mean, latest month.
latest.
Yes. So in this way. And for agriculture, I see agriculture is not my core domain. I have never studied agriculture. It was the first time I studied in FCI. So what I did, I mean, I tried to understand the basic terms of agriculture first time, and then like what is the pasteurized milk. So this
Hmm.
question came into exam, that what is, I mean, the type of the process in the milk. So these kind of things came. So I first of all I mean understood the basic terms, and then second I learned the current affairs related to agriculture.
Agriculture.
Last 6 to 8 months you can go for these current affairs, and of course if there is any change in union budget regarding agriculture, so
Agriculture.
you must revise
Yes,
that.
because a lot of schemes related to them, or
Yes,
allocations, budgetary
yes.
allocations. These things come in the budget every year.
Yes, so
So
basically budgetary allocation for agriculture portion, then MSP rates, recent MSP rates,
MSP
majorly
rate.
for wheat, rice, and that paddy. These three things, because FCI deals in these three things only. So we should remember these three things. So like that,
So
I.
great, great. So very, very nicely made strategy. So I can see how systematically you were. And two or three key points I'm highlighting again. Again, Khushboo has said it herself. But very few ones that I would like to highlight for the students or aspirants who are hearing this session. It is the power of revision. So, I think Khushbu has mentioned for every subject how
Yes.
she did it for her core subject, accounts, and then for non-core subjects also, like for agriculture, some key points she used to write down in her own handwriting, because she prefers handwritten notes. So everybody have their own preferences. Some may write, like to type and print. Some may like to just type. Some may like to hand write. So whatever works for you. But the key word here is revision and consistency, and
Yes.
we have to keep at it. And very, very nicely and effortlessly, Khushbu has said, we just have to give 1 hour, we just have to give 2 hours. And I think that is exactly how it is. Everybody has 24 hours, but how you plan and use those 24 hours makes all the difference. So yes, there is time for everything, if we make time for it. So very nice hearing this strategy, Khushbu, from you. And let's move on to the next final stage. That was the interview.
Yes.
So how did you prepare for the interview, and how actually your interview went?
Yeah.
On what lines? Yeah.
Yeah. So, ma'am, see, interview is a thing that obviously some people. I mean, I took the opinion from some people that what we need to study for the interview or not. So, some people suggested that see, you don't need to prepare anything for interview. It's just random. Whatever. I mean, you go there and be calm and be confident. You can clear the that interview. But then I thought that if I go in with this mindset, without any preparation, the the how will I compete with other my fellows? Because obviously, if they have chosen like 60 people, then out of 60, around 40 people would be prepared. So I think my competition is with them, and I have to be on the first 10 position. So definitely, I should prepare. So what I did, I prepared on Excel that what I have to cover. See, before starting, we should know that what we have to study. Or, I mean, if there is so much to learn, but we have to focus on some areas. So I broke my interview preparation in 4 to 5 areas. So first, my academic curriculum, like my professional knowledge. So whatever I studied in written exam, I had to revise all of them, right? Then second, about FCI. What is FCI? What is their business model? I mean, what is their stock policy? Or on their website, everything has been given. Everything, every even single detail about GST or some agriculture related portion, warehousing, stock methods,
Yes.
financials, everything they have given on their website. So I really went through all these. These PDFs given on the website. Then third portion was GK, general awareness, because this stream is, I mean, this post is very high, AGM post.
AGM level. Yes.
Yes. So I think apart from our academic curriculum, we should focus on other areas also. So whatever is the recent news, we should focus on that. And then fourth is some HR related questions, right? So in HR related questions also, I mean, there are 10 to 15 questions which out of those 10 to 15 questions interviewers ask.
Yeah.
Yeah, so first question is tell us about yourself. So I think this is the main deciding factor. You have to remember each and every thing of this answer of this question. You should fully prepare. You should get reviewed it from 4 to 5 people who knows you better. Because introduce yourself is something which can tell about your personality, about your profession, about your mindset, about your future aspects. So this answer of 4 to 5 lines should be very very much, I mean, analytical. So we should focus on this answering this question. So, like this, why you left your previous organization, they definitely ask this question. Why do you want to join FCI? This question they would definitely ask. And because FCI is related to this noble cause of distributing food, so we must be aware of why FCI was formulated. What is the business model of FCI? So
Knowing about FCI.
yeah,
Yeah.
this kind of question we should prepare fully. And of course, see, the interview held in English, and we, I mean, in daily basis we don't speak English very much. So I think on daily basis what I did, I took one of my friend, and he was my mentor, and he taught me English also. So I, on daily basis, uh, on daily basis, I interacted with him for 1 to 2 hours. He used to ask me some questions. Tell us this, like that, and I used to interact in full English with him for
Reply.
1 hour, 1 to 2 hours. So that's how for around 15 to 20 days, I was I was so much confident that yes, I can speak well in English. I can explain my things to other person, and what level of question they can ask. They might ask situational questions also. So how will you handle that? So I think this kind of discussion was very helpful for me. So I think we should plan our interview preparation in this way only.
Okay, nice. So, Khushbu, you had come for mock interview with iExamBee also, and I think
Yes. Yeah, I
CP
was
Mohan
coming
sir
to.
was
Yeah.
leading that interview panel. So, how had your experience been with that?
Yeah, I'll tell you, ma'am. See, what happens? We prepare 100% from our own side, but we should obviously test ourselves. So that's why I took your mock test. So, sir took my interview for around 40 to 45 minutes. and they asked me, like, I was fully prepared for the exam. So I think around 5 days before I took your mock interview, they asked me around 15 questions, and out of those 15 questions, I was able to give answer of only 5 questions. And what I was confident, my confidence level was here. But after your interview, my confidence level came down. At the end, they told me that, see, you have prepared very good, but these areas also which you need to focus, because see, this is only mock interview, and if you are not able to do good in mock interview, how will you face those real, I mean, real interviewers? So they filled me so much, I mean, with so much confidence, and they told me the content, I mean, which I have left because of my, I mean, lack of knowledge. So I left those areas. So they told me that you should focus on these areas. Like, they told me that 2 3 name of the acts that you should study these, and I studied in next 5 days those areas which they told me, and in those areas the interviews asked me questions. So they were very helpful. I mean, these exams mock test was very helpful for me, because see, from my side I thought that I have covered 100%, but they people, because of their experience of so much time, they told me that yes, you need to focus on this area, this area, this area, because I think Kailash sir from was from agriculture, so he told
Yes.
me some stuff related to agriculture, that you have left this. So I prepared a list, and then and again I called them once again. I mean, 2 days before, to just confirm my knowledge that, sir, I have studied this. Please let me know if anything I have left out, so that I can prepare in next 2 days. So they told me some 2 3 more things. So like that I did.
So yes, so many times students feel that we have been grilled so much in the mock test, and my confidence level has been brought down.
Yes.
But actually, this is where we say, wait for the feedback,
Yes.
because it is not that we want to bring down your confidence level. We are trying to tell you areas to cover everything holistically and comprehensively, so
Yes.
that you, in the final stage, you should not fumble. Here you fumble as much as you want, but at the
Yes.
final stage you should not fumble.
Because, ma'am,
So
overconfidence is something which may take you down. So I was like, after 20 or 25 days preparation, I thought that yes, I am fully prepared. But when I gave the mock test now, I was only able to give 5 answers out of 15 questions. Then I came to know that, oh my god, this I have left, this I have left. So mock interviews help in this way.
so nice, Khushboo. So Khushboo, have you given? Let's come back to your other exam. FCI is there in your pocket already. So NPS grade B retest happened last Saturday. So did you go for the retest, for the English retest? Hello. Uh, I think Khushboo's got disconnected. We'll just wait.
No.
Yeah, Khushboo, can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, yes.
Yes, I think we lost connection for a minute. Yes, so Khushboo, I was asking. Yes, FCI is there, and but you have also given NPS. So NPS grade B recently did the English retest, English
Descriptive, yes.
descriptive English retest. So did you go for the English descriptive retest?
Yes, ma'am, definitely. See, for this test also, I took some opinions that how should we do this, because there is no one to guide for these descriptive exams. So some people said that you just practice 2 to 3 Preci, 2 to 3 RC and letters, then you will be fully prepared. But again, I didn't rely on this thing. I thought that English is a deciding factor for any exam. So, and out of 1,000 candidates, only 200 to 300 people prepare this portion, this English portion. And by preparing this English portion, we can definitely can come on the top position. So, I would seriously tell you that for 1 month, continuously 1 month for NPS, I am telling you, continuously 1 month, I practice on daily basis. One Preci, one RC, one letter, and one essay. Daily basis, I used to write down these 4 areas, and I took your mock interviews for descriptive test. Also, there were around 5 mock tests with the
Five mock tests,
with
yeah.
the period of 1 hour. And so I took all these, I gave all these mock tests. And after mock test, I had the interaction with one of the mentor from your ixamBee, and she used to guide me that this mistake you have done, this mistake you have done. So in this way I practice this descriptive exam. I mean, see, practice is the key to success, I must tell you. You should not just remember the facts for essay or letter. I mean, just people keep on revising the formats of letter, format of essay, but this is not gonna help you until unless you practice this. You type on the keyboard, and you will not believe I didn't use this key which is given on the
The
laptop.
laptop.
I use
It's
separate keyboards
keyboard.
because in
Yeah.
the actual exams they provide you old old and I mean keyboards in
Keyboards are there. Yeah.
improper
Hmm.
situation. So I used some old used keyboard, and I practiced on that so that I was comfortable in the actual exam. So like this, I prepared for descriptive exam.
Okay, so I think Manali ma'am and Arunama ma'am will be very happy to hear that you've done all the mock test in English,
Yes.
and you've done well in NPS grade B. I think that's why you did not even take the retest, because
Retest.
you did well in your first
First exam. Yes.
test. So very nice to hear, Khushboo. Very very focused approach and very strategically planned thing. So very nice. Many very accurately said. Many people just keep revising the formats, or forget that they are competing with the people who may have the experience of giving these exams before,
Hmm.
or are actually working hard and not leaving it to chance. So we are competing with them, and therefore we should also not relax if we want to make our dream come true of a government job. So very well planned and very well executed. I must say, planning many people do, but execution is where we get lazy sometimes, or we get tired sometimes. But very nice to hear, and I'm sure many people will get the inspiration from you and make their strategy and success story for themselves. And wishing you all the best, Khushboo, for NPS also. And I hope to have another interview round with you for NPS maybe very soon.
Yes.
So many many congratulations, and wishing you all the best from the entire team of IXAMB for a successful career ahead.
Thank you so much, ma'am. I want to thank the mentors as well. I mean, from your side, who continuously guided me. And definitely, your content is again very good. So, I must say, and your mock test really helped me in preparing any exam. So, thank you so much.
Thank you, Khushbu. This gives us, a lot of motivation. We also get motivation when we hear from people like you that what we are working towards is actually it's helping students. It's make us much more confident and motivated to keep doing this, and we will definitely keep doing this. And thank you again, and
Thank you, ma'am. Okay.
thanks,
Bye.
Khushbu.
Bye bye.